At this point, I would like to thank also 3 members of the committee who couldn't be here, and then I will give my brief reflection as well. And that is Malwal Mabur, Spiro Manson, and Antonia Villaruel. And they have worked really hard with us. Unfortunately, they were not able to make it today, but their contributions have been enormous. So I've had a very long career. I won't tell you quite how long. There's a lot of possible things I could reflect on, but one of them is a little bit more recent that I've become aware of. And that is at Syracuse University, we have a scholarship program for the members of the Haudenosaunee nations. These are Native American nations, part of what in English we have been calling the Iroquois Confederacy. And so we have lots of students who are Native American. 7% of our undergraduate public health majors are of Native American ancestry. And I realized that our coursework didn't relate to them specifically, and I felt like it should, and that they were somehow feeling left out. And so with colleagues from each of the nations, I visited the nations, talked to clan mothers, talked to chiefs, talked to students' parents. I developed 2 courses on undergraduate and graduate courses on Native American public health. We recruited Native American faculty, adjunct faculty in this case, to teach those courses. And in one of the courses, one of the students were empowered to bring in community members to help develop the course. I think in a way it was an example of some of what we're talking about today. And so the students brought in a film and members of their nation's older members who the film was about the boarding school experience, and the members of their nations had been through the boarding school experience, which was white people from the government came and took Native American children off to boarding schools for many years at a time. And in the boarding schools, there was harsh physical discipline, hitting, whipping, a discipline for speaking any of their Native American languages, a discipline for a whole host of other things. Their hair was shorn, they were forced to wear Western clothes, they couldn't participate in their ceremonies, which are terribly important for spiritual experience and for, we think, mental health as well. And so what the students, I'm just almost shaking thinking about it, we were in tears. And the students talked about how the people who had been in the boarding schools have had such exposure to violence that they themselves had a hard time overcoming violent tendencies. And this, as Dr. Troutman has said, has been intergenerational. And so that is truly a social determinant that I had gone through my whole education without hearing about. And I'm chagrined to say that, but I do say it publicly because I think we have to educate ourselves. And so that's my reflection for this.